socks on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
I was somewhere in the living room, on the edge of the couch, when the drugs began to take hold. The only strange thing is I wasn't on drugs. It was one of the few instances of sobriety I've ever experienced. And never again will I return to that nasty realm. Because if it's anything like what I saw on the television, then the world of LSD clearly has more sense and logic than that of reality. Hello, I'm Ralph Peake, father of Fozzie journalism. I've covered everything from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas to Where the Buffalo Roam. But today I'm here to tell you about a very particular trip. It is a trip that I wish never to take again. A trip of sobriety, I will not lie, but it came from a very particular place. A children's film. A children's film I hope never to revisit. A children's film that brought out horrid images that I hope never to experience again. There's only one children's film that could possibly bring out this kind of horrible trip in any man. It's simply known as We're Back, a Dinosaur Story.
Roll back the rock to the dawn of time when the earth was smoking and the lava flowed.
Clearly, these writers and directors have bitten off far more ecstasy than they could chew, because there is no story structure or visual logic that could be obtained from any reasonable, sober human being. At least let's pray to God there isn't. The fact that these disturbing images is marketed as a children's film is ludicrous and unkind. Clearly, no child should ever have to go through such a horrible punishment. So, let's take the ticket. Right. So we start off with a pack of violins here, as they pick on the runt of the group, named something adorable, I'm sure.
Mom, so adorable. Mom, don't do that. Where am I? A chick? Guess the writing's on the wall. It's time to leave the nest.
This animal annoys me. He must be cast aside for more deserving character development. Now we're seeing a dinosaur playing golf. I am thoroughly confused.
Oh, whoa there, little fella. Where'd you fall from?
No place. Just leave me alone.
What's your name?
Buster, I'm gonna run away and join the circus.
The bird seems rather unfazed that there is a dinosaur playing golf, but I'm not. This needs to be explained.
I'm smart, Buster. I'm one smart dinosaur.
This isn't working. I feel like I'm stuck in a Far Side cartoon with no caption. Please explain the logistics of this awkward moment.
I wasn't always.
You what?
No siree. No, I started off stupid and violent.
Clearly something you and this film have in common! So the dinosaur, voiced by John Goodman, tells the story about how he got to this questionable introduction. As it turns out, he used to live among the dinosaurs millions of years ago. He was savage, as the creatures were, until this futuristic monstrosity came to knock some sense into him.
Here before your very eyes.
Mother of God, what is that?
It's your poison partner. You're gonna love this.
It looks like a cereal mascot that's been out by Marvin the Martian.
You? Yes, you have been chosen as the beneficiary of the promotional campaign. Yes.
Oh, and it has Jay Leno doing an obnoxious voice. Wonderful, because Jay Leno's normal voice wasn't obnoxious enough.
A revolutionary product. You haven't seen stuff like this before.
So the flying pus ball gives him some brain food. Literally, it's a futuristic cereal that makes you smarter the more you eat it. This was invented by a person named Captain New Eyes, which I'm sure I will need after viewing this heinous work.
I live in the far future, where all the species and all the planets have had to learn to get along.
Racism is gone, all hatred is abolished, and Fox News is now a candy store. By the way, the voice of Captain New Eyes is done by Walter Cronkite, a journalist far on the other edge of the spectrum, but we won't hold that against him.
And that's the way it is.
So the dinosaur, who is ingeniously named Rex, is brought in to meet the other Happy Meal toys.
I was a real animal.
We all have regrets.
The things I've stepped on.
We've evolved.
So we got a dinosaur on a spaceship that's run by a dead news anchor and an annoying piece of alien droppings. This is sounding like one of those Calvin and Hobbes fantasies. Spaceman Spit travels to an alien craft where dinosaurs get smarter from eating sugary cereal? Hey, if a 5-year-old can think it up, it's good for cinematic production.
It's a wish radio.
I wish I could see one of those flying dinosaurs. A Pasasaurus. I wish I could see more dinosaurs. Dinosaurs!
So the New Eyes fart tells them that his goal is to use the time machine to travel back in time to grant all the wishes of children in the world. I would use it to stop 9/11. Unethical. I mean, the Kennedy assassination, the bombing of Pearl Harbor? Really? None of these are important compared to entertaining whiny little children? Well, while you're taking requests, here's a kid named Hitler. He just wants to start his own Third Reich and bring joy and happiness to the world. Why don't you grant him that wish? But no, New Eye sees it best to take animals out of their natural environment and into an unknown world of fear and violence. I can't see this going awry at all.
Now, there are two people down there you should know about. One person is there to help you. Her name is Dr. Juliet Bleeb.
Welcome, welcome.
She will be voiced by man-woman chef Julia Child. Let the randomness continue.
Now, the other person you should know about is my brother, Professor Screw Eyes. He's cruel, he's insane.
And apparently likes to laugh when birds are randomly flying around him.
Find Dr. Bleeb and stay well clear of my dark and unhappy brother. Beyond that, just try not to step on anybody.
Why? You're already the laws of space and time. What's a few squashed innocent bystanders gonna matter? So he drops them off in the middle of the Hudson River, that was nice of him, where they just so happen to come across a kid named Louie, on a raft, who is off to join the circus. They expect us to buy a lot in this movie, don't they?
Well, what are you?
I was a runaway to the circus, till you clowns sank me. Where are you guys going anyways?
We're going to the Museum of Natural History.
That's perfect!
Kid! You're on a raft with dinosaurs! How about a little acknowledgement of this miracle, huh?
Welcome to New York City.
But Rex turns into a drowning sore as Louie manages to pick him up with some heavy machinery. How come kids always know how to operate those things? Power Rangers movie, Last Action Hero, and now this. What the hell are they teaching our kids? Can't they teach them more important things like how to shoot a protester?
I owe you one, Louis.
These things happen.
Well, thank you for that pointless detour movie. If one of the characters manages to get a splinter in his foot but then wiggles it out, please be sure to show that too.
Hey you, the bat, can you fly?
So Louie takes a fly in the pterodactyl, hoping he can find someplace they can hide. By the way, what's with all the obsessive eye shots? Do we really need to see the movie told from everybody's cornea? Would you like to see the whole entire movie told like this? I don't think so! While flying around, he comes across a girl named Cecilia, who loses her hat. So he tries to return it to her. This shouldn't cause any misunderstandings at all. Well, that came totally out of left field.
You're killing me. What's the matter? You see, my father's very business, and my mother's very social.
Hello, Lisa Simpson. How distracting that your voice be coming out of that character.
It's my parents.
What about your parents?
It's Thanksgiving, and they're off doing other things.
So she explains how her parents are never around, and how even on Thanksgiving they would leave her behind with no babysitter. Instead, they would just send her a picture of where they vacation to. Wow, these people are
They're just never around.
Well, if you think that's bad, just listen to the sheer terror of what Louie has to put up with from his family.
You should have had my mother slobbering kisses all over me. In public!
She should be crucified on a cross of fire! What would do such a horrible thing?
I'm running away to the circus.
You are?
I am. What do you say you throw this hat away and come fly with me?
I was gonna call child services, but yeah, running away to the circus sounds good. So she tosses her head into the wind as we cut to the head still falling. Alright, movie, I'm game. Where are you going with this? The child is looking at the same hat. A 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 child is Purpose movie! We need purpose! The whereabouts of this hat is not exciting cinema! You need to try harder! So returning to the story, or the vomited remains of the story, Cecilia and Louie return to the dinosaurs.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Wu.
Not with this tea party chatter. What are you, some kind of a debut? Huh?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I am.
I think someone is getting a source. That joke is below me, I apologize. Okay, this is clearly not anything representing a good time. This is freaky, unnatural, and stupid. What? They're in a parade? Why? I thought they were trying to hide. There is no reason for this. This is madness, anarchy, chaos.
Cool.
to the dawn of time.
God, now they're singing. If this race of monstrous lizards was truly this flamboyant, I'm not shocked that their foul, obnoxious kind are extinct.
You roll back the rock. Turn back the clock. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me.
Those are real dinosaurs.
Real dinosaurs!
Well, how does that work? One child says they're real and suddenly everybody believes it? Like sheep to the slaughter! This isn't entertainment, this is asinine! So the local authorities are called in to stop them, I guess, as the dinosaurs go and run amok. Yes, truly Captain New Eyes has brought joy and wonder into our world. What's next? Placing a saber-toothed tiger into a children's orphanage? I truly have no idea what I'm watching right now. What is this? Triceratops? Grocery store? You got hot dogs, subways, man reading paper, robbery, flashing lights, a sewer. This is the Land Before Time on Crystal Meth. This is not normal. This is not normal. I'm in the middle of a reptile zoo, and someone's been giving booze to these. So through a series of what I can only describe as mental, the reptiles escape as they plan to meet up with the kids in Central Park, where the evil Professor Screw Eyes coincidentally runs a circus. I apologize, we appear to have dropped off in a completely different cartoon. That was heinous. So the kids say they want to join the circus because this guy certainly looks like a person you can trust, and Screw Eyes decides to write up a contract.
I try to keep things simple.
But there's nothing written on it.
My God, it's the script! This suddenly explains everything! So he makes them sign the contract in blood. Blood? What is he, a sadist? As the dinosaurs come in and try to save them.
Come on, kids. Come to the museum with us. A museum of natural history.
They're not going anywhere. They are under contract to me for a very long time.
Always read the fine print before you sign, kid. Or any print, that would help. So Screw Eyes shows him that he likes to scare people in his circus, and that the monstrous dinosaurs would be a great addition.
What's that?
It's brain drain. It'll take you back. It'll make you monsters.
You know, do you really have to invent something to make you dumber? That's why we have television, video games, and Martin Lawrence movies. So he gives the drugs to the kids, which I guess turns them into tiny little monkeys, as he makes a deal with the prehistoric lizard brains.
You all agree to take the brain drain, and I'll rip up this contract and set the kids free.
I'll take it.
You know, I'm sorry, but, aren't you a dinosaur? I mean, if he comes up and says, I have a contract, you'd just be like, I have teeth. Problem solved. How is this a bad plan? So as the kids wake up, they're greeted by a clown played by Martin Short, who apparently is so funny that they forget all about their reptile friends being in danger. Dinosaur friends, hello? Screw Eyes has them. He's probably doing unspeakable things to them. He's probably lobotomizing them even as we speak. Alright, just sit there and laugh, you inconsiderate donkeys! You people voted for Hubert Humphrey, and you killed Jesus!
You ought to forget him and go about your
Where
merry.
are they, Stubbs?
So when they finally get their morality back, they sneak into the show and try to save their friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most terrifying show on the planet Earth.
What the is this? We can't stop here. This is backcountry. Get away from me, you parasites! Holy Jesus, what are these animals? Oh God, what the is this? This is David Lynch's circus! Nobody should be subjected to this! So the dinosaurs break loose and try to attack Screw Eyes. But the little New Yorker tells them that it wouldn't be right to eat the bastard.
Don't do it. I'm telling you. I know you can't understand me, but you gotta.
Let no bad happen.
Who are you, Yoda? Nobody talks like that!
Let no bad happen, you will.
Don't ruin everything because you're mad or scared or something. It can't be all about that. Oh, what's life for? I know I act like I'm the original tough guy, but that's because I'm scared too.
Don't listen to him! Kill the pig!
Don't be just another slob spoiling the way the world can be.
You've done nothing but sing and skateboard on trucks! Finish the bastard! Be a credit to your species!
Please, please put him down. Please. Way to go, Rex!
So, the moral of the story is, the next time a giant, fearsome animal is about to attack you, just hug the thing. Because clearly, that's the most sensible thing to do. So Captain New Eyes comes in to look over the horrific mess that he made and give himself a pat on the back for it.
I heard your wish on my wish radio. Very good. Let no bad happen.
Bluey?
You all right, Rex?
Did I do anything bad?
Actually, I have a list right here. Singing with no rhyme or purpose, failing to live up to your fearsome prehistoric right, trying...
No, you were great.
You were great too, Louie.
Don't do that!
Why not?
It's unmanly, that's what it is.
You know, you're right.
I am?
If anybody's kissing anybody, you should be kissing me.
I don't like this girl. It seems unnatural.
Captain New Eyes, it's time to go!
So, just before they head out, that clown that looks like a serial killer decides to go and tell his boss off.
I quit. Over and out, Skip. That's all she wrote. Keep my last check, buddy. Here's my shoe, my nose, my horn, my buzzer, my fake arm, my bug-eye glasses, my backstage passes, my hat.
The bit is over.
My rabbit, his backstage passes, my fake fangs, a few birds, my pogo stick, my donkey ears, my extended tongue gag, my rubber chicken, my lucky whale tooth, and a giant can that opens to reveal the American flag held by a mermaid and noble brother Richard. That's comedy!
No, it's not! This is the of comedy! Stop talking! I'll insert a large desert cactus into you! So after he finally shuts his pie hole, the heroes take off in their ship, when suddenly this happens.
Brother, wait. When I am alone, when I have no one to scare, I get very frightened myself. The crows could...
Jesus, donkey to moment. So the dinosaurs live the rest of their days in a museum where they shock kids by coming alive. Oh, how adorably precious. Meanwhile, the kids' parents, who we never see, suddenly appear.
And they made up with
They just appear. No lines, no explanations, no scene of them getting together. They just blink and they're in the story like magic. Well, when did the girl's parents stop being Did the T-Rex threaten to eat him? Did she threaten to call Johnny Cochran? Why, movie? Why? We need explanation! Oh, and I forgot about this insipid diarrhea.
Good night, little tough guy. Remember my story.
Why? What did he teach him? There was no meaning to the story. Those little are still making fun of him, so nothing's changed. Is the moral never grow up? Always be a mama's bird? This is a horrible lesson. I mean, nothing was accomplished. You think with 5 dinosaurs set loose on Manhattan, something would be accomplished. But no! This was a waste of my time and energy! It had no purpose! Big Lip Alligator moment? Try Big Lip Alligator movie! Frightening visuals, horrifyingly dull storylines! This movie is awful! You know, it's often said by former drug users that it's actually possible to get more high without drugs than you can with them. But this movie is chock full of that. Granted, at times the animation is nice, but it's just deprived of anything that makes the art of cinema animation look decent. It's a depraved, savage work. A work that tries to shove whimsical magic up your ass until it comes out your mouth as toxic fumes whistling zippity doodah. So do yourself a favor, get off the ride, and get a refund. I'm Raoul Puke, and I'm just another freak in the Freak Kingdom.